Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to That Quirky Bird Girl. I'm Steph, your host, and I'm here with Steve. Introduce
Steve Cohen,
yourself.
I'm a local comedian. What's going on?
We
How are you?
are in New York City right now, in Central Park. Take a look for those of you that are watching the video. Everything's white and like some brown.
Yeah, we're right by Belvedere Castle.
What do you know about birds?
I do not know a lot about birds. Yeah, nothing really. I know they came from dinosaurs. Yeah, I felt confident, but then I got worried that I would find out that they weren't from birds, and I'd been lied to again.
No, who told you this fact?
That they came from birds.
Yes.
I think just science books. I don't know. Like towards the end of like high school, it changed from they're from reptiles to no, they're from birds.
Yes.
And now it's like, oh no, they had feathers and they basically just look like birds.
Boom.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Do you know which is the closest relative?
To birds or to humans?
To dinosaurs. The bird.
Oh, is it that shoehorn bill one?
Ooh, good guess. It's
No.
the chicken.
The chicken is the closest
chicken.
one? All right, cool. I
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
just ate some dinosaur babies this morning.
Oh my gosh, you ate some Chinese eggs?
Yeah. Yeah, not chicklets. That would be not like baby chickens. Yeah.
I mean, your parents do that, so you can really channel
Sure.
some energy.
I mean, I have had like baby chicken feet at a Chinese restaurant before, but
Ooh.
I feel like I wouldn't intentionally do. I don't know. Anyway,
Scale of 1 to 10.
the baby chicken feet.
Yep.
3.
Wow, that's
Good
really
texture,
low.
fun texture. There's no taste, and just kind of felt bad.
Did you
knowing I was
suck the
eating.
toes?
I always suck the toes. I'm a big toe
Good.
sucker. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, do you suck
I'm
the
glad.
toes?
No, I can't say I've delighted in toe sucking, but I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. You should try it sometime.
Okay, good. Do you know greater prairie chickens actually will do a little flight during their mating?
What's a greater prairie chicken?
So there are 2 types of chickens that exist in the United States. There's the
Okay.
lesser prairie chicken and the greater prairie chicken. And both of them can be found in the mountain Midwest.
All right.
Yeah. And
Are there a lot of wild chickens still?
just those 2 types. Actually, they're not doing well right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what a surprise that wild animals aren't doing well right now.
No. They are still struggling, but there are ones that have in their backyard too. Those are different though.
Those are what kind of chickens are those?
Those are domesticated chickens.
Okay, so that's their own breed. Where do they come from?
They come from the Middle East where everyone domesticated animals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like
Thank you, the Middle East.
yeah, they domesticated our pigeons.
Yeah, okay, I knew that.
Yeah. They used them Egyptians first for the people that domesticated the rock pigeon.
Okay.
And it
It's
was
like a messenger?
boom.
Yeah, okay.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Assassin's Creed.
A win. And then the Middle Easterns were like, hey, we can feed these birds seeds and then they'll lay them.
Yeah.
They'll drop them as they fly over
Oh, okay.
our garden.
All right.
And
So
they did that.
that was like a type of farming?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they were like, oh wait, we can use these birds to send messages.
All right, what other birds have been used for farming?
Oh gosh. I mean, chickens, turkeys,
I mean, not for eating necessarily, but for stuff like that where it's like unexpected. I don't know.
affected. Okay, let's think and talk on it. Let's walk. Then the US was like, other countries use these birds to send messages. We too can do that, but also missiles. So basically, they taught the rock pigeons how to guide missiles into the direction that they were hoping for during World War II.
Did that work?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the war ended. They were like, we don't need these birds anymore. To the streets you go.
That's how we ended up with so many pigeons in New York?
Boom.
All right. All right. Well, yeah. I know people eat them too, which is kind of wild to me, but apparently they're very delicious.
Yeah, a lot of people do eat them. I think they're like a delicacy in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're a delicacy all over the world.
Damn.
I think in England they have them too. They call it doves.
Well, okay, here's a fun fact. Doves and pigeons are from the same bird family.
Okay, I thought doves were pigeons, so I didn't even know that they were not.
Yeah, they're just like a different species.
Okay, what's your favorite type of pigeon?
Yes, thank you for asking. I love brown pigeons. Brown
Okay.
morph rock pigeons. I think they're adorable. But if you're asking my favorite species, white-winged dove.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. That just came to me, you know?
All right, fair enough. Is that the one from Noah's Ark?
Oh, good question. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh.
Probably. Honestly, I don't know how accurate they were there.
I'm reading about ancient Rome right now. There's a book called SQPRSP. It's like a history of all of Rome.
Oh, wow.
It's really good, but they talk about all of the different signs that like certain birds showing up meant.
Oh.
Like, that like if an eagle showed up at a certain time, it would mean, this. Do you know anything about?
Oh, I wish I did. Okay, so
I wish you did too.
I know. Someone came on my live the other day and was talking about what it meant to see a northern cardinal, and I said it means you should call your grandma.
Okay.
But
That sounds good.
it's not actually like it's not
Are northern cardinals the ones that I see here?
the red ones, the bright red.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So on my phone today, I put a like weekly message that's to call my grandma, and today is the day of the week that that's supposed to happen. So I think there's a good chance that we'll see a northern cardinal by that logic.
Bing, bing, bing. Oh my gosh, yes. Actually, we already saw one, but we just weren't recording.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I should have pointed it out.
You've got much better bird eyes. We have been walking around before, and I've been like, "Oh, look at that bird," and then she's been able to tell by the shadow of the bird's feet what kind of bird it was. So
I do be doing that.
yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. I will sometimes too. Like we'll probably see it. Like if I hear a bird and like blue jay, titmouse, and I'll just like yell and then I'll go back to fishing. Never know.
Have you been a Cleopatra's Needle before?
No, let's go.
Cleopatra's Needle is pretty cool. There were 3 of them. They were, I think, purchased or they were made for Tutankhamun, but it's called Cleopatra's Needle because Americans only knew Cleo at the time. And the British had purchased one, probably really stole it, but whatever. I mean, it was coming into London from Egypt, and America heard that, and they got really jealous, and they were like, "We want one too." So we bought one. So now there's one, I think, in Alexandria, one here, and one in England. And they just refixed this one, but they they have not done any effort to like protect it from
Oh my god.
the environment. So they're just going to end up having to do this all over again. But it's super cool. You can see a lot of what was originally there on the face.
Wait, it actually looks so beautiful. I will show you once we get closer. Yeah, I can see the like carved where it clearly lost a piece.
Yeah, it's New York City's most phallic object, I think.
Phallic.
Yeah, like even more so than the buildings.
It's tall. What else?
It's tall. It's covered in hieroglyphics. I think it's 3,000 years old.
Holy crap!
Been over here in a little while. I believe it used to be covered in gold, but that probably got removed
or stolen.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
Oh,
stolen. No, that's better.
No.
Yeah. So these crabs.
Oh my god.
And it's right behind the net.
Okay, now I will show. Ding, that's how far up it goes. It's really high. Beetle. Americans can't help themselves but take from other cultures.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that all cultures do, actually. It's fun to like make fun of the British because they did it so much. But I mean, I'm reading about ancient Rome right now, and they did it. And in like 1000 BC, there were all these different civilizations along with the Egyptians. And it was basically just like it is now. It was like 5 superpowers. They all acted buddy-buddy to each other, but they were all fighting, and they were all just going and grabbing whatever they could from other places. Yeah.
That's interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's just like a human thing to do is to go steal other people's stuff and then show it off.
Yeah. Here's a question. Do you think it's a human male thing to do or a human thing?
I think it's a human thing to do. I just think men are. I mean, I don't know. I feel like when people say like toxic masculinity, it's just a reference to the toxicity of the current power structure and the fact that it's all men. But I think that if you were to flip it, women can end up showing off toxic masculinity. But I also think that probably be a good idea to not have as many men be in charge. I know I don't really want to in charge. Yeah. I just want to make stupid jokes and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're so good at it.
Thank you. Stop.
Yeah. Keep doing it.
I will.
Yeah. We need more jokes.
Yeah.
In life and less politics. I got my degree in politics and I was kind of like, pooey. There we go. There's us and the thing. The needle. Cleopatra's needle. Oh, no, you gotta back up. There we go. Perfect. For those of you watching the video, we just licked it. Not really, but can pretend.
Yeah, let's just pretend. Let's not actually lick the giant 3,000-year-old, I don't know, stone. It's a stone thing.
No, there are people who literally go to glaciers and will lick it. And I'm like, you're taking home a disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, those ancient diseases that are sitting inside the water in there.
Yeah, totally. Not safe. Now, hopefully we see some rock visions.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess how many different morphs there are of their plumage?
Yeah.
Thank you for taking us to Cleopatra's Needle, by the way.
You're welcome. Are there 8 morphs?
Well, okay, let's go through it. So which ones have you seen? What colors have you seen before?
I've seen tropical pigeons.
Oh,
Do they count, or are we just talking about the local rock pigeons?
local rock pigeons. Morphs just means they're different, like, types of colors.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've seen white. I've seen like white speckled with black. I've seen black. I've seen charcoal gray, like a darker gray, and then I've seen a lighter gray.
Yeah.
I guess kind of a blue gray.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That was a guess. You're like,
yeah, yeah. Well, I was like, does that count as a yeah? But
yes.
so three. I'm gonna say six. Are there six different types?
There's also brown.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then
All right.
there's brown and white. But yeah, I mean, I guess that takes us to 8. So
There's
boom.
no gingers.
No, I mean, there could be if the brown and the white mix together.
What are these?
These are house sparrows.
Okay.
So house sparrows, and I'll just, oh, actually, no. These are white-throated sparrows. The way that they flick their tail. Oh, okay. Well, okay, they'll come back down because they always do. But they are white-throated sparrows, native to the United States, small little chunky dudes that flick their tail like it's no one's business.
What makes the difference from the other sparrows you just mentioned?
House sparrows are not native to the United States.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't like them because they are like they take up nesting spaces for birds like these that whatever could use space. However, humans brought them here.
Yeah.
So
We do tend to do that a lot too. We love bringing animals to other places, and then they fuck shit up.
and then we're like, "Oh, it's the invasive species fault," and it's like, okay, y'all, we can ground ourselves a little bit. It is also our fault that they're here, in my opinion. And now there's nothing we can do about it. Like,
Well, I mean, we're trying to kill off the lanternflies by stepping on them. I guess we could step on the finches. I'm not going to.
no.
I can do it with the lanternflies. I can pull that off, but not with things that aren't bugs.
Yeah.
That's as far as I go.
I mean, we can always provide. I think like there's more we can do in the excess as opposed to like killing off the birds. Like we could put out more nesting boxes for eastern bluebirds.
Would there be a way to keep other birds from going into those nesting boxes?
Yeah, so actually scientists already do that. They create the little hole entrance to only be big enough for that particular species.
Okay.
So they, for example, like blue jays love to chow down on bird eggs. And so the way that scientists have been able to get around that and make sure that the birds aren't dying or not coming to life, I guess, because they're eating the eggs, is make the hole like that big. And then only they could get in. Europe is the same because they have a jay problem too. Everyone's got a jay problem.
Yeah, I didn't know until recently that blue jays are corvids. They're like crows, right?
I think that was a dark-eyed junco. Dark-eyed junco! Oh my god, look! A woodpecker! Do you see
nice.
it pecking? Do you know anything about woodpeckers?
No, not a lot.
Do you want to take a guess if that's a male or a female?
I'm gonna guess male because it has red in it. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's a male. Do you
Is
want
it more colorful during the summertime? Is this like a winter coat for it, or is this just the color it is all the time?
It'll be this color all the time. It might be a little brighter right now because it is the mating season, so it's our time to impress the lady.
All right.
And he's doing a little chippering.
Is he just woodpeckering, or is he trying to like do something to get a lady right now?
He's not trying to get a lady right now. He might already have her chosen because there's one when he makes that call. I'm hearing another one responding over here. So he probably already has his lady. Wait, there she is. No, that's dark-eyed junco I like. But do you want to guess what this bird's bird name is?
Jonathan.
Interesting. Very close. It's Downy.
That's a downy woodpecker?
Downy woodpecker.
All right, cool. And how many different types of woodpeckers are there?
Ooh, there's loads. Just in New York City, could probably see 6 if you include sapsuckers.
I do. I include sapsuckers.
Yes,
Sure.
we include sapsuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how he's hanging upside down.
Do you want to know how he's doing that?
Sure.
Look at what he does with his tail.
Okay. He's using it to balance?
Yeah, he's using it to balance his little body.
I just figured he was so light that it wasn't a problem for him. He could just do it.
Yeah, no, they're excellent. They're excellent at balancing.
Is he rubbing his face in the snow for a reason?
He's cleaning his beak right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so he probably just ate something, and sometimes they will rub their beak off, but now he's back to pecking for insects.
Okay, cool. What kind of insects do they eat?
That's a great question. I know they eat ants, and then I guess like whatever you can find on a tree.
Okay, so he'll just eat any bug he can get at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Fair enough.
Anything that comes crawling out when he's pecking away, he's like, mine, my treat. If you go to Seattle, you won't be able to see them this bright. They'll be like brown.
Okay.
Brown and black all over.
Nice. Are there other woodpeckers that are like native to this area besides this one, or
Yeah, there's one that's like really big. It's like that. It's like that big.
it's like half your head big?
It's probably my head.
It's your head big?
Yeah, but like thin.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
thinner. Kind of like a blue
You
jay.
can't tell from the camera. She doesn't have a big head. She has like a normal sized head. Still, that'd be big for a woodpecker.
They're really big. They
Yeah.
are really big.
Oh.
Yeah, and people are always like, "What?" I got a video from my mom the other day, and she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "That's a woodpecker." And she's like, "This is really big. I don't believe you." I was like, "Believe away."
Did she
Okay.
believe you after that?
I made a video and I posted it, and then she
Oh.
believed me. I was like, "Okay, so you gotta post it."
Nice. You want to go find more?
Let's go challenge.
Let's go back into the ramble if we can.
The
Make our
ramble.
way back in there.
Bada bing, bada boom. Someone told me that was the wrong way to say it the other day, and I was like, "Actually, you're wrong."
Why do they say to say it?
Because I was like, "Bada bing, bada boom," and they were like, "No," and I was like, "Actually, yes." They were like,
How did they say it?
"Boom, bada bing," or something like boom, 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 bang. I don't even know. Like, and I was like,
Were they drunk?
no, probably that. We're in the Great Lawn, and we saw dark-eyed juncos.
Yeah.
So if you go to Utah, you can see. Guess what the bird's name is?
A light jinko?
So close. Yellow-eyed junco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And they have yellow eyes.
piercing.
Oh,
Like
piercing.
piercing, terrifying yellow eyes, shake you to your core. That's the kind that change your life.
How do you spell jinko?
Junco.
Every time you say it, I think of the jinko jeans.
Oh, what are those?
It's like a brand of jeans that were really big in the late 90s.
As they should be.
Yeah, they were like worker jeans, I think.
Oh.
But then, I don't know, teens started wearing them. Yeah.
Okay, so like kind of like the Sperry's. Should we make a bird snow woman?
Okay. How do you make a bird snow woman?
I don't know. It just came to me. I'm feeling inspired, but you don't have gloves.
I mean, I do have gloves with me. I'm not wearing them.
Fair.
Oh.
I was inspired and challenged by my followers, which are you people. They want me to purchase this pigeon onesie. Just stick with me here. And they want me to go up to people, ask them to, hey, can you put my phone for a second and just like plush the cord and then back up and then do a pigeon mating coup and then challenge someone that's walking by to do the same.
Yeah, I agree with your followers. Yeah, you should definitely do that in your pigeon suit.
Thank you for the support. Also, I've been practicing accents. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. This is my Australia. I've been watching. Wait, hold on. I gotta get into it. It's gotta come from the diaphragm, or just don't do it at all. You know?
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm from Australia.
Oh, that's good.
And I've spent so much time watching Love Island, Australia, and I just can't not. Wait. Oh no! There we go. Ask me a question. I'll answer it.
What's the most prevalent bird in Australia?
Oh, don't get me started. Okay. The belted kingfisher is absolutely the most stunning bird ever. I love it. So, do you want to hear it? You've got to mimic it if I do it.
All right.
All right. So it's the belted kingfisher,
Yeah.
and they got.
I'm not getting the. Hang on, it's in the back of the mouth. Yeah, right there.
Beautiful.
Oh, mucusy. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go for the throat and the gut and like spit it out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. All right, and that's the belted kingfisher.
Have you read about the emu war?
Actually, yes, but I'm not recalling it. Tell me a little bit.
In Australia, the Australian government decided there were too many emus, and so they decided to get rid of them by shooting them with machine guns. The emus decided there were too many humans with machine guns, and they beat the crap out of the Australian army.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was it. I mean, that's basically the breakdown of it.
Oh my gosh. So the emus destroyed. It's like nature fights back. Emu.
Yeah. How closely related to dinosaurs are emus?
That's a great question. Well, there are many different bird families.
Okay.
And depending on how far back that bird family goes, some are not related to dinosaurs. Yes.
Okay. So all birds don't have the same common ancestor.
Yes.
Okay. Because all mammals have that one little shrew thing.
Underground shrew?
I don't know if it was an underground shrew. I mean, it wasn't a shrew. It was like a little rodent. And like all of mammals came from that. Like it was a marsupial, it was a monotreme, I think. And then we got marsupials, and then we got placental. But That's crazy that birds don't all come
Yeah.
the same relative.
I'll have to do a deeper dive on that.
Yeah, because I know there's different things that have become crabs.
Crabs?
Yeah, there's 3 different animals that have become crabs
Oh my gosh.
or crab shaped.
Wait, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Across the United States?
No, like
World.
yeah, the 3 of the world. Like
Oh.
one was a lobster, but then it became a crab,
Oh.
and then 2 other species just became crabs.
I mean, like, what?
They all have the same shape.
So interesting. Like, what is the evolutionary, like, demand?
I don't know, but I think there's a good chance if we ever do meet aliens that they'll either be squid-like or crab-like.
I hope they're not squid-like. Honestly, though, when I think about the depths of the ocean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? I watched this movie. It's my favorite movie, actually. I've seen it 400 times. It's called As Above, So Below. And it talks about, like, how to... Well, okay, I won't spoil the premise of the movie for you all. But it is amazing. Basically, it just says, like, what goes down, like, must also go up or must also be up. So, like,
Okay.
I wonder to what extent that's true with, like, the underbelly of the seas and the skies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that there's a good chance that the animals on Earth are probably similar to the species we'll find in space. Like, there's going to be big similarities because, most of them are going to be carbon based. I think some of them could be, is it silicon based? There's like a chance that life forms could be silicon based because of the way that atom is shaped. But for the most part, we're probably just going to run into carbon based life forms.
Okay.
Yeah, I just watched through 2 shows of Star Trek recently, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, I guess scientists agree with them.
I mean, I can't imagine them not. They must have had, like, scientists on their payroll.
Yeah, no, they always like hire scientists. It's just, do they listen to the scientists while they're writing, or are they like, this should just be a good show, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's make this episode.
No, that's so true. I actually had similar concerns about the movie Mallard that Disney made. Because I was like, oh, they're not going to, like, keep it integral to the birds. You know what I'm saying?
When did Mallard come out?
We can go, right?
That's the great thing about the Ramble. We can go any direction. It's made for you to get lost in.
Ooh.
Like, literally, when Olmsted was designing this,
Yeah.
he made it so that you could feel like you were getting lost.
Oh, well, he didn't make me feel lost. I have amazing navigational skills. He failed one autistic woman versus...
So you have the good direction autism? I've had a lot of
yeah.
friends who have the awful direction autism.
Oh no, I've got the good brand.
Yeah. I've got the pretty good. I would say more often than not, I'm fine. Luckily we're on a grid, but
I do. I have the navigational, and then I have the sound ones.
I have the one where loud noises make me angry.
Okay.
Yeah. It was nice to find out that was a thing I was doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because now I can just be like, oh yeah, loud noises. I'm not really angry.
Yeah, I'm not really, really angry.
Yeah,
I'm just like...
Just fake angry because of loud noises.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I also like the deflection to other things that are like, I hate this, like, one thing that's going on, but really it's like the loud noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Felt.
What kind of autism do you guys have that are listening right now?
I know a lot of my followers, like, have a lot of information dump sessions.
Oh yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
Well, someone came on my live the other day and we were talking about spiders for like an hour. I don't know shit about spiders, but now I know a little bit. Let me tell you about my commitment. I'm going to go to Australia because they have 8 different types of kingfishers and I need to see them.
Okay.
However, this means I have to go to the outback.
Okay.
That I don't want to do for spiders because they're scary, right?
I mean, they're scary looking, but generally they're not out to get you. Generally.
I need a net that, like, I wrap around my body.
Okay.
And I just, like, walk. I
Yeah.
need to make sure that no spider can touch me. It can't encroach my bounds. They can't, I won't be spooked. Like, I have my safe little circle that is my net. Think like the bubbles that people have when they, like, glide on water. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But a net.
All right. So you want a net, but make it fashion.
Yes, make it fashion.
All right. Cool.
Make it 2026.
What are we?
Right now, we're hearing a northern cardinal.
Oh.
So actually,
I have to call my grandma.
Yeah, you gotta call your grandma. No, grandmas love northern cardinals.
Yeah.
It's somewhere up there.
I think I see. Is that a nest right there?
That is a nest, but it might be a squirrel nest. Squirrels are horrible at making nests.
They're better than I am.
Oh,
I
that's
feel like it's right.
That's actually a really fair thing to say. They're definitely better than we are.
Oh, I just met me. Oh, there's something.
There's a blue jay over there that just arrived. It might be a female, and that's like... Oh, wait, there it is. Do you see the
Oh,
red
wow.
there?
Yeah, that is so red.
Oh, yeah. Red-tailed hawks love them. Yeah, they're like... Because the thing is, northern cardinals don't realize how red they are, right? That's a blue jay.
Screaming.
Yes, always screaming.
Typically,
Typically, if you see a male, you can see a female nearby somewhere. Typically, but do you want to guess what color the females are?
I think they're gray, right?
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Here's the northern cardinal, and it has no idea how, like, one, loud it is, and two, like, just how red it is. They're a red-tailed hawk snack.
Yeah. Oh, so are they like the most eaten bird here in Central Park for, well, not most because there's not a lot of them. Are they the easiest bird for hawks to catch?
On days like this, where there's snow, like on the ground, yeah, it can definitely be easier. Because when they have the contracts between the white and the red, it just makes it easier to see them.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, they're silly. Oh, look, here he goes. He's just chipper, and that's the blue jay.
Blue jay, yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna go off and continue screaming. And there's a squirrel just staring at us.
That cardinal's beautiful. Hey,
Hello.
buddy, don't poop on us.
Look at how unaware he is.
Huh?
He's so. Oh, he literally just shat.
Yeah, no, I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
They love pooping.
You must have a poop dog for your autism. You have the poop autism.
I wish I didn't have that autism. Not the autism I was hoping for.
No, you can rebrand it. Rebrand it as a strength.
Hey, buddy.
Hola.
How many different types of cardinals are there?
That's a great question.
Is that the female? No, that's a different. It's a kind of a chunky bird.
Yeah, I think that's a white-throated sparrow. There was one over there too. Yeah, people get worried about them in the winter because they start to get chunkier and they're like, "Oh my God, what happened to the northern cardinals? Why are they chunky?" And it's like, "No, my friend, they're chunky because they have to expand their feathers to preserve heat." Oh, these white-throated sparrows do not like the northern cardinal hanging out. There it is.
Do they have like a nest over here probably, or?
So it's mating season right now, and birds are getting more territorial than ever about what birds are in their area. And so they want to make sure that they have access to all of the prime nesting spots. Yeah, there's that northern cardinal.
The squirrel's being real friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Coming right up.
A squirrel sat on my knee the other day.
Yeah, we don't have any food on us, bud.
Hey, guy, I don't have walnuts, but I did the other day. Are you going to climb his leg? That means you got good vibes.
Or he's got rabies. One of the two.
Like, can they? I don't.
Yeah, they can get rabies. He doesn't have rabies. He's got some mites.
Are you a silly little guy? His name is Hubert.
Hey, Hubert.
That's Wilbur.
Hubert and Wilbur? Yeah.
Yeah, Hubert and Wilbur. Wilbur always has a white patch on his throat. Always.
I love that they just scared each other by accident.
Yeah, I know, right?
We don't have any food, bud.
Hi, Hubert.
One time I came to the Central Park because I couldn't get into a movie I wanted, and I had made popcorn before the movie because I'm cheap. And
That's a good idea.
It is. It's a great idea.
Capitalism.
Yeah, I was one popcorn at a time. But
You're
I
an
came
entrepreneur.
popcornpreneur. But no, but I brought my popcorn in, and then I was eating it, and a squirrel came up, and I threw it to the squirrel, and then birds came, and then all these squirrels started coming from like all over, and I was just surrounded with squirrels eating the popcorn. Like tourists started coming up, and they're like, "Hey, can I have popcorn? I want to throw popcorn at the animals." And I let them have popcorn, and yeah, it was the strangest New York City Central Park experience.
You called the barrio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, I got the goods. Even the people came coming. Usually there are wood ducks in here, but right now there's not.
I saw some kind of ducks flying overhead earlier.
Well,
it was like a V shape, like right over here, but it was when the blue jay was going by.
Blue jays are silly. They'll scream all day. Do you think that blue jays can mimic other birds?
Sure. Yeah. Are they related to mockingbirds or?
Ooh, interesting. No, so they're actually in the Corvus family, which means that they're crow cousins, crow bros, if you will.
Okay, I knew that. I didn't know if mockingbirds also fell into that grouping.
Unfortunately, they do not, but they can mimic red-tailed hawks. So they'll go like.
That is a
Killed it.
Yeah, red-tailed hawks have an annoying ass voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice that the music industry? No, not the music. The movie industry fails us all by replacing the bald eagle with the red-tailed hawk.
I had heard that before.
The audacity.
What do eagles sound like?
Yeah.
I would replace that with a red-tailed hawk noise too.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Did you know that cats only meow for humans?
My cats do communicate a lot.
Yeah, but they don't meow at each other. They do that thing.
Yeah.
When they're talking to each other, but when they're talking to humans, I don't know. At some point, cats realize that humans respond better to meowing, and they just pass it across the cat world to other cats somehow.
So you're telling me my cat created a language for me?
Yeah, I mean, it also has probably toxoplasmosis, so it also gave you a virus. And that virus makes mammals like cats better. It's to give to rats, basically, because then the rats will just come to the cats. The rats.
This is intelligence at its
Yeah,
finest form.
but they give it to us too.
Oh, wow, my cats are entrepreneurs.
They're such capitalists.
They're really breaking the mold.
What are your cats' names?
Haley and Comet, like Haley's Comet.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't know their names because they're cats. So, but they do know another thing, which is hijo and hija, which
Okay.
is Spanish for daughter and son.
Okay, nice. Which one is the daughter? Which one's the son?
You know, you think it's the traditional way, and it is. It is.
I don't know. Haley could be a boy's name or a girl's name.
That's true. I could
And
see like
Comet, not usually a boy's name or a girl's name.
fair.
Dog's name on Full House. That's the only Comet I know besides your Comet.
Okay, we should talk about Full House for a second.
Okay.
I mean, really, what happened?
What do you mean?
Because Bob was iconic.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
I just feel like the more they did the show, the more it just like plummeted down.
Oh, I think that's true of a lot of things.
Fair.
I think just as a tendency, that tends to be true.
I could see that.
I like this little area, such a cool area.
Look at it. It's so pretty.
Do they have a ladder over here?
They
have
should.
all these like little ladders that they put down in places.
They have one over there.
Yeah. So they have them all over the place in case somebody falls in. You can grab a ladder and hand it over to one.
That's a hawk of some sort, right there, soaring above. It's gone now. I digress.
Was it a red-tailed hawk?
I think it honestly looked like a peregrine falcon. I said hawk, but falcon.
Yeah. Are they different, or hawks and falcons? How are hawks and falcons different?
So they're a different bird family. Think of hawks as the soarers, and think of falcons as the gliders.
Okay.
They cut air with their wings. They're like, whoa, fastest flying bird. The shape is going to be what tells us. And the wings. So like typically when you see a falcon flying, they'll have like even cut wings. They'll be like straight, like imagine like triangle. Take you back to geometry for a second. Whereas like a hawk will have like, you'll see their feathers as they're flying. Maybe they'll do a little circle or you like roundabout type thing. Yeah.
What's that guy?
That is definitely a falcon. That's definitely a falcon. Honestly, it looks like a Merlin. But I don't think we get Merlins here. That's the blue jay screaming because it just realized a hawk just joined. They do that.
It was like, get the F out of here.
Yeah. There's always a guard blue jay. And they're like, you're not allowed here. Sometimes they'll start mimicking other bird calls. That's how you know, you know?
Yeah. So are they like crows as far as like their relationships with each other? Like crows seem to have like really complex relationships with each other and like remember people for up to a certain time.
I haven't read anything about blue jays being able to like recall specific people, but I would imagine that they're able to, because if they can, they can remember where they store food.
Yeah.
And like large family units. I would imagine.
Oh, so they do have large family units.
Oh yeah.
So like, how do they decide who's going to be the guard blue jay?
That's a good question.
They have blue jay shifts.
Yeah, they must have blue jay shifts where they're like, all right, guy, you're on. I'm off. And they like slowly back away. You know what I'm saying? They like slow back out. But I imagine too that they like, if I was to narrate for a bird, I would be like, he carries it with pride. He'd be like, this is my duty and I can't wait to turn up for my people. It's like Troy, and he's like, I'm stepping in. Yeah. He like takes like one giant step for mankind.
Yeah.
Except for it's like
blue jay kind. I would narrate the nerdy blue jay and be like, oh man, thanks so much for doing that. I'm gonna go to the blue jay library and study.
What do you think he's going to study?
Bug farming. He wants
Ooh.
to start farming bugs so that they don't have to work so hard.
Yeah, that's really smart. That's really intelligent of him. He must have more crow than we thought. Crow in it. I finally hit on my own personal pot of gold.
You finally hit on yourself? Good job.
Oh yeah, I did do that too. I can also do a really good British accent.
All right, let's hear the Spanish accent first.
Okay. Hola y buenos días. Estamos aquí enfrente del Parque del Centro.
I forgot that you like speak natural Spanish. Natural Spanish? You speak, yeah, we'll go with natural. So you speak natural Spanish. I forgot. I was not expecting the Spanish reporter to be in Spanish. I was thinking it was just going to be a Spaniard speaking English with a lot of the Barcelona.
Barcelona. Hola, soy de Barcelona y vengo de la ciudad. Yes, I can also do a British accent in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to do the British accent in English first, and then I got to migrate. Okay.
Did you use migrate on purpose?
You clacked me.
Okay.
I did. Sorry. No, that's still Australian. That's a white. No, that's a dark-eyed Junco. Dark-eyed Junco! It's a dark-eyed Junco. Hello. Oh no. Hola. Hola. I'm hit.
Spanish.
No.
Portuguese.
Honestly, it sounded like Arabic.
Really? It sounds Spanish to me.
Oh, there's a lot of Arabic and Spanish crossover.
Sure. Well, I'm sure Latin and Arabic shared a lot of the same words.
Yes, also that. Well, there was like the Islamic Revolution Republic in Spain.
Oh, yeah, the Caliphate. Was it Caliphate? Maybe it was Republic.
I'm not totally sure. Like
Yeah.
I don't totally remember.
But
But
like the 1300s or 1200s.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why there's a lot of like spas that in fuck, in Spain, because they made a lot of bathhouses.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are there more spas in Spain than here?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
So
there
we have
are
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
spas.
Turkish bathhouses here.
Yeah. And Russian bathhouses.
Looking for birds?
What?
You're like,
Here's one pro.
one pro is that you can immediately bathe.
Yeah, that's true. That
Yeah.
is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just afterwards, you can just slide right down into the water. That is nice. You
Boom.
can't do that here in the park.
Yeah. No. Well, you could. I mean, you could. You could.
That's a bad idea.
It is cold water.
Yeah.
And I think many people lead you astray.
What's the most useful thing people could do coming to Central Park to help birds? Like, could you like bring in certain kinds of snacks that would be useful to them? Or is there like a charity that you can put money towards that like helps in the park?
Yes. Okay. So there is the National Park Conservatory, and they accept donations. They have a bunch of volunteers, and they do a lot for the birds here in Central Park. Another organization is the New York City Bird Alliance. They do a lot of free bird tours, but they also put a lot towards like conservation education. And I think that's the biggest thing is like making sure that we're educating ourselves and knowing the knots, because like feeding birds bread and really feeding birds anything isn't like the goal. That's like we don't want to make birds rely on us in terms of food.
Okay.
But given that we have already taken so much from the birds, I mean, you look around just here, like all of this used to be their what is it? Like their atrium, their home, and now they have these like little corners that are blocked in by buildings. So like to a certain extent, like if you want to feed a blue jay, bring some peanuts, make them work for it, the whole peanuts. But don't feed like bread. Black sunflower seeds are great for rock pigeons.
Okay.
They love them and they look so cute eating them too. Yeah, anything you wouldn't eat, don't feed the birds it. I would say is a good policy. You got stale bread, throw it out. They don't need it.
Okay.
Actually, bread is really bad for birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, because so there's something with their output, and
Yeah, that's honestly what's bad for my digestive tract as well. The bread. I also end up having problems with it. I don't want to make I don't want to make the water dirty, so I eat way less bread than I used to.
There you go. I mean, you're a gluten-free girly.
Yeah.
Look at you, just like mimicking the birds. You can find like bird solidarity. That's a thing.
Birdidarity.
Solidarity. Yeah. So no bread for the birds. And just, I think like the more time you spend with them, just appreciating them, it does good things for you too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like just being in nature makes you, I don't know, feel more human.
Yeah.
Makes me feel more alive. Like I haven't looked at my phone for 58 minutes and 22 seconds, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's probably a record for me.
Really?
No, but it's still, it's still pretty good for me.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Honestly. Like I too have not touched my phone besides this.
Yeah, exactly. Like you haven't stopped to like look at a text or anything, and for the most part, I don't know, you've just been looking at nature.
Yeah. We're just
People
kind of
walking
like
by.
in the flow,
Yeah, we're just vibing.
We're just straight autisming.
Yeah, autisming.
Yeah, we're autisming. We're
Love
autisming. It's fun to autism.
Check out my Instagram and all my social media, Steve Cohen Fun, and I have a comedy news show called Dick Down, DOWIN. It's just news comedy. So check out that. And yeah, thank you for having me, Steph.
Okay, so this is another episode of That Quirky Bird Girl. I have more coming out every day, so be sure to follow my channel. Follow his channels. They're in the bio. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Bye.